Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for being here today. I have some pretty easy questions, I think. Real simply, you're driving the bus, right? You're the acting Secretary of Labor, right? So I think it's important for everyone to understand your thought process. Simply put, do you support the United States free market economy?
Yes, I think in general, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Do you believe an American entrepreneur should have the ability to pursue their dreams and ambitions?
Yes, I do.
Wonderful. Good. So far, we're good. Do you believe it's the responsibility of the Department of Labor to make it easier or more difficult for entrepreneurs to flourish?
I think that it makes sense for the Department of Labor to help support entrepreneurs, people who who want to use their innovation.
We are
and
three
their talent.
for three, so I'll take that as a yes. Thank you, ma'am. So then I want to highlight your record and try to understand then why President Biden thinks you're the best option as the next Secretary of Labor with yeses on my last three questions. As the Secretary of Labor in California, you oversaw the highly controversial AB 5 that reclassified every independent contractor, very entrepreneurial in spirit, in the state, and effectively killed off the gig economy in California. If you're confirmed as Secretary of Labor, will you demand that Congress pass a similar bill to kill off independent contractors?
So thank you very much for that question, Congresswoman. I would dispute that the gig economy has been killed off in California.
Okay, let's get back to the, if you are confirmed as the Secretary of Labor, will you demand Congress pass a similar bill to kill off independent contractor and the independent contractor status?
I will not do that.
Wonderful. We are on a roll. Do you believe the death of the gig industry economy is a positive or negative economy, is negative to the economy? I think we might have a difference here.
Well, so thank you, Congresswoman. I believe that we should support job growth, job creation, businesses who create jobs, and make sure that we are both paving, a high road to an economy where everybody who wants to work has a good job, they can live a middle-class life. Right, exactly, has opportunity. I also believe, and it is partly my job to make sure that we are enforcing labor laws so that everybody competes on a level playing field, and that some of the things we've talked about today, that we don't have exploitative child labor.
Thank you. Last week, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 8-1 on an 8-1 vote that organized labor cannot damage employer property during work action. 8-1. Do you agree that union members, or any employees for that matter, have the right to damage the property of their employers?
No, I don't think there's a right to damage. I do think that
Wonderful.
the Supreme
Thank
Court.
You. In your written testimony to the Senate Help Committee in April, you highlighted the fact that you were heavily involved with the negotiations between the rail employers and their unionized employees. Are you truly proud of the work that you did on that?
I am, Congresswoman.
Because let me remind you, Congress had to step in to prevent a national shutdown of the rail system. So, in conclusion, I'm concerned with your past actions and the rhetoric, because we can say one thing, but our actions have to follow our words. And that's what's important for the American people. I can see why there is a bipartisan group of senators who really are opposed to your nomination, because your actions don't match your words. Throughout your career, you have shown a deep disdain for businesses and employers. And let's not forget that it's the businesses and the employers that pay the taxes, and it's our economic systems that give us our social programs that we all so desperately need. In my opinion, if you truly cared about the workers, you'd be supportive of the policies that actually grow business. See, we have to incentivize businesses. Small businesses, we have to incentivize entrepreneurs to be able to work and do their jobs, right? And I want to talk about one other thing that we talk about. We continue to talk about job creation and job growth. But if we start at a 10 and then we lose jobs to a 2 and we grow from 2 to 5, we're still down. So it's the bottom line that counts, provided we know how to count And that's what we need to focus on, is we have to take a look at the total job growth in the economy, because the people in my district are constantly talking about how regulations in the Department of Labor are stunting their growth. And if you truly cared about workers, you'd be supportive of the policies that actually grow the business jobs in our economy. And if I had to vote on your nomination, I gotta be honest, I'd give a no. I'd vote no. Thank you, and I yield back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Norcross.